welcome back. Our videos have been few and far between. It's been a very busy season for us. We actually haven't done much in the kitchen. We've been away and so many other things have been happening in between that we just haven't got round to getting back into the kitchen. We have been working a bit in the garden because the weather, well, when it hasn't been raining, which is incredible. If you see my previous video, you'll see that we had a massive amount of rain. It even caused a little bit of flooding in the garden, and then we had a beautiful week, and then it actually rained again. So the garden is just thriving, everything is growing, it's just looking magnificent. But yes, we haven't worked too much in the kitchen. The spare time has been spent in the garden, enjoying this beautiful weather. It actually is a lovely day today, but I actually can't decide if I'm hot or cold. I think I might be a little bit hot in this jersey today, so I might need to go change. But yes, I will give you a little bit of an update on the kitchen, but let me show you the garden. Sunflowers are just magnificent again. It's quite incredible. If you look here, all these buds, I mean, they're amazing. This one's a bit of a reject because it was actually two buds that sort of joined together. The birds have already annihilated this one. You can see all the little sunflower seeds here, and the birds have completely annihilated it. So they come in, they pick all the petals off, and they come and eat all these seeds. The rest of the garden is looking magnificent. This seed pack that we put in is coming to an end, as you can see, but it's still looking good. And here is all our other sunflowers that have sprouted up. They're just beautiful. Look at the bees buzzing. It's just lovely. So beautiful. And one of our foxgloves have come up. So we planted foxgloves. We didn't have much success with them. A few came up, and then this one's come up. I think it's just because of all the rain. Our sweet peas are looking magnificent. They've all now starting to seed. So if you have a look, where now? Yeah, you can see all the seeds. I popped them into, hello pretty bird. Hello pretty bird. I popped them into the bird cage thinking that the birds might like them, but they're actually not. He loves the flowers. So we'll let them dry, and then we'll let them self-seed, and we'll have more sweet peas. These climbing sweet peas have been incredible. You can see all the seeds over here. Absolutely amazing. Honeysuckle looking good. More snapdragons, which have just been awesome. This bed is looking a bit bedraggled. The sunflowers have come up here, but the birds have already started annihilating that one. The rest of the stuff, these flowers here, all died down because they come up and then they die down. So we actually need to put more soil in here and maybe put another seed pack in here. But yes, the garden is just looking amazing. The grass is green. It is just beautiful. Oh yes, and this is the seed pack that I planted. Those tiny little fine seeds. And I raked it thinking I was spreading it, and no, alas, not. It's one big clump. The bees love it though. You can see there. And it's going to be interesting to see what these flowers are. And they're all in a clump, but still beautiful, absolutely beautiful. It's amazing what a little bit of rain does. In the kitchen, the shelf is in. The shelf is in. The drawers are still sitting there because we still haven't purchased the rails. The cupboard doors are all done now for these cupboards. We also still have to purchase the hinges for them. So not much happening in the kitchen. Craig is going to make the drawer fronts for here, which is for these drawers over there. And yes, yeah, it's really a go slow at the moment. Craig writing his measurements on the piece of wood. So these are the rails for the edge of the big door. But these ones over here will come, I think, halfway or 3/4. I'm not quite sure, and then the masonite will go in between. So he's just measuring where they must go so that he doesn't put a groove in the whole cupboard, or put a groove in the whole rail. that should be the size of one of these, eh? Like that. Perfect. And you, Tabby, you want to water on again all the time. So these are going to be very similar to the kitchen doors. But painted white. What colour do you think we must paint them? The cupboards are generally white, unless you've got wood. Craig's rigged up the vacuum cleaner so that as he's cutting, the sawdust gets sucked up. Definitely helps a lot. There's still quite a bit on the floor, but at least it takes most of it. Writer table. I'm going to put the other two tables together to cut that masonite for in between the cupboards. That's only enough rails for one cupboard. Yeah. Oh no, two. So we've cut 4 boards. Craig's just doing the measurements. We didn't cut them exactly to size. We just cut them the same length as the MDF board. Stop it, Tabby. Enough, girl. So we have all 4 boards. Craig's done the measurements, and you're going to cut all 4 together.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
boards.
We were walking down the driveway from the garage and Craig spotted a chameleon in the garden. I don't even know how Craig managed to spot it, but there's a chameleon. So cool. We have had chameleons in our garden before, but we haven't seen one in a very long while. It's so cool. See? Where are you going? Oopsie. So cool. Testing out the new cupboard. It's very tall. Okay, does it fit? Looks good though, hey? Is it correct? So it's just resting on the floor obviously now, but the cupboard will probably come to about here and then go to just over there. It's not going to go right to the ceiling. It didn't do it before, and it obviously didn't go to the floor because we have a skirting here. So it'll just go to there. Looks good. You guys have seen these cupboards before because of this one. It isn't as tall as this one. So it's much, much taller because this is obviously a much bigger cupboard. I think we're going to paint them white. I mean, the outside of the cupboard is already white, so we may as well paint it white. And then put a nice modern handle there. And I think it'll give it a nice modern look. We're just got to see if the width is correct. Correct. Well, will it sit in here?
Okay.
Oh, like that. Okay. Okay. That looks good, eh? Well done. Okay, so I'm going to woodfill the door. Not to worry, I won't bore you with that again. So I'm going to leave you there for today. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel. And next time, hopefully we'll be installing. Bye-bye. Have a great day.